Solve the inequality negative s cubed is greater than 12s squared plus 27s. So to solve this polynomial inequality, the first thing that I need to do is get everything to one side of the equation. So negative s cubed minus 12s squared minus 27s is greater than 0. Now I need to factor this polynomial because I need to know what the zeros are in order to determine which intervals need to be tested here. So there's a common factor of negative s that I can factor out of each term here. So if I do that, that would leave me s squared plus 12s plus 27. And I should be able to factor this into two linear factors. So s and s, then 9 and 3 multiply to 27, and if they're both positive, they will add up to 12. So that means the zeros of this polynomial are the values 0 itself, because of this first factor, negative 9, because I just set s plus 9 equals to 0 and solve, and negative 3. Now I put these zeros on a number line and do so in increasing order. So negative 9 needs to go first, then negative 3, and then 0. Now I'm looking for values that are greater than 0 here. So all of these would be equal to 0, so I would not include these in any solution. So I can go ahead and put open circles around those. The rest of the values are intervals, and I need to pick test values within each interval. So negative 10 is on the interval from negative infinity to negative 9. Negative 4 would be on this interval, negative 1, and say positive 1. I just generally pick the easiest value that I can out of each. Now, if I take negative 10 and I plug it into this polynomial right here, the opposite of negative 10 is going to be a positive value. Negative 10 plus 9 is a negative value. Negative 10 plus 3 is also a negative value. So it doesn't really matter what the actual numbers are, it just matters that the product altogether is going to be positive values. Now if I choose negative 4 and plug in here, the opposite of negative 4 is positive. Negative 4 plus 9 is positive. Negative 4 plus 3 is negative. So the result here is a negative value. Now negative 1, the opposite of negative 1 is a positive value. Negative 1 plus 9 is positive. Negative 1 plus 3 is positive. So the result here is a positive value. Then 1, I would have negative 1, so that's a negative value. 1 plus 9 is positive, 10, so that's a positive. 1 plus 3 is positive. So then the result here is negative. So what I'm looking for are the values that result in something that's positive. So I'm going to choose this interval because it's got positive answers, and this interval as well. So my final answer would be the values from negative infinity up to negative 9, but not including the negative 9, and then from negative 3